But it seems we must do this the hard way. The kid walked up to Lou and took the wallet out of his pocket. Jeff got the feeling again. Now it was truly strong. A burning sensation. He stood up, but Lou gestured for him to sit back down. Jeff ignored him as he walked up to the kid. Listen here, you little punk. Give back my bro's wallet or else. Randy put the wallet in his pocket and pulled out his own knife. Oh, and what are you going to do about it? Just as he finished his sentence, Jeff popped the kid in the nose. As Randy reached for his face, Jeff grabbed the kid's wrist and broke it. Randy screamed and Jeff grabbed the knife from his hand. Troy and Keith rushed to Jeff. But Jeff was too quick. He threw Randy to the ground. Keith lashed out at him, but Jeff ducked and stabbed him in the arm. Keith dropped his knife and fell to the ground, screaming. Troy rushed to him too, but Jeff didn't need the knife. He just punched Troy straight in the stomach, and Troy went down. As he fell, he puked all over Lou. Lou could do nothing but look in amazement at Jeff. Jeff, how did you... That was all he said. They saw the bus coming and knew they had to be blamed for the whole thing. So they started running as fast as they could. As they ran, they looked back and saw the bus driver rushing over to Randy and the others. As Jeff and Lou made it to school, they didn't dare tell what happened. All they did was sit and listen. Lou just thought of that his brother was beating up few kids, but Jeff knew it was more. It was something scary. As he got the feeling, he felt how powerful it was. The urge to hurt somebody. He didn't like it how it sounded, but he couldn't help but feeling happy. He felt that strange feeling go away and stayed away for the entire day of school. Even as he walked home to the whole thing near the bus stop, how now he probably wouldn't taking the bus anymore. He felt happy. When he got home, his parents asked him about his day, and he said in somewhat ominous voice, "It was a wonderful day." Next morning, he heard a knock on the front door, and he walked to the door, and 2 police officers were at the door. His mother looked back at him in an angry look. "Jeff, these officers tell me that you attacked 3 kids. That wasn't a regular fight, and that they were stabbed. Stabbed, son!" Jeff gazed to fall to the floor, showing his mother that it was true. "Mom, they were the ones who pulled the knife out on me and Lou." "Son," said the cop, "we found 3 kids, 2 stabbed and 1 bruised on the stomach. And we have witnessed pervading you fled the scene. Now what does that tell us?" Jeff knew it was no use. He could say him and Lou were being attacked, but there was no proof. It was not them who attacked first. They couldn't say that they weren't fleeing because the truth be told they were. So Jeff couldn't defend himself or Lou. "Son, call down your brother." Jeff couldn't do it, since it was him who beat up the kids, sir. It was me. I was the one who beat up the kids. Lou tried to hold me back, but he couldn't stop me." The cop looked to his parents, and they both nodded. "Well, kid, looks like you're in juvie." "Wait!" Lou said. They all looked to see him holding a knife. The officers pulled their guns and locked them on Lou. "It was me. I beat up the little punks. Have the marks to prove it." He lifted up his sleeve and revealed the cuts and bruises, as if he was in a struggle. "Son, just put the knife down," the officer said, held the knife up and dropped it to the ground. He put his hands up and walked over to the cops. "No, Lou, it was me! I did it!" Jeff said in tears running down his face. "Uh-huh, poor bro. Trying to blame for what I did. Take me away." The police led Lou to the patrol car. "Lou, tell them it was me! Tell them! I was the one who beat up those kids!" Jeff's mother put her hand around his shoulder. Jeff, please, you don't have to lie. We know it's Lou. You can stop. Jeff watched helplessly as the cop car sped off, with Lou inside. A few minutes later, Jeff's dad pulled into the driveway, seeing Jeff's face, knowing something was wrong. Son, what is it? Jeff couldn't answer. His vocal cords were strained from crying. Instead, Jeff's mother walked to his father inside to break the bad news to him. Jeff wept in the driveway. After an hour or so, Jeff walked back to the house, seeing that his parents were both shocked and sad and disappointed. He couldn't take that look anymore. He couldn't see how they thought of Lou when it was his fault. He just went to sleep, trying to get the whole thing out of his mind. 2 days went by with no word from Lou at JDC, no friends to hang out with, nothing but sadness and guilt. That was until Saturday, when Jeff is woken up by his mother with a happy, sunshiny face. Jeff, it's the day, she said, opening up the curtains and let the light flood into his room. What is today? He asked as he stirred awake. Why, it's Billy's birthday. He was now fully awake. Mom, you're joking, right? You don't expect me to go to some kid's party after. There was a long pause. Jeff, we both know what happened. I think this party could be the thing that brightens up the past days. Now get dressed. Jeff's mother walked out of the room, downstairs to get ready herself. He fought himself to get up. He picked out a random shirt and pair of jeans and walked downstairs. He saw his mother and father all dressed up. His mother was in a dress and his father was in a suit. He thought why they would even wear such fancy clothes to a kid's party. Son, is that all you're going to wear? Jeff's mother said. Better than wearing too much, he said. His mother pushed down the feeling to yell at him and hid with a smile. Now, Jeff, we may be overdressed, but this is how you go, if you want to make an impression, said his father. Jeff grunted and went back up to his room. I don't have any fancy clothes, he yelled downstairs. Just pick out something, called his mom. He looked around his closet that he would call fancy and found a pair of black dress pants he had for special occasions and an undershirt. He couldn't find a shirt to go with it, though. He looked around and found only striped padded shirts, none of which only dress pants. Finally, he found a white hoodie and put it on. You wearing that? They both said. His mother looked at her watch. Oh, no time to change. Let's just go, she said, herding Jeff and his father out the door. They crossed the street over to Barbara's and Billy's house. They knocked on the door, and at it appeared Barbara, just like her parents, way overdressed. As they walked inside, Jeff could see were adults, no kids. The kids are out backyard. Jeff, how about you go and meet some of them? Jeff walked outside the yard full of kids. They were running around in weird cowboy costumes, shooting each other with plastic guns. He might as well be standing in a Toys R Us. Suddenly, a kid came up to him and handed him a toy gun and a hat. Hey, wanna play? No, kid. I'm too old for this stuff. The kid looked at him with the weird puppy dog face. Please? Fine. Jeff, said Jeff. He put on the hat and started pretending to shoot the kids. At first he thought it was totally ridiculous. He then started actually having fun. It might not have been super cool, but it was the first time he had done something that took his mind off Lou. So he played with the kids for a while, until he heard a noise. A weird rolling noise. Then it hit him. Randy, Troy, Keith, all jumped over the fence on their skateboards. Jeff dropped the fake gun and ripped it off the hat. Randy looked at Jeff with burning hatred. Hello, Jeff, is it? We have some unfinished business. Jeff saw his bruised nose. I think we're even. I beat the crap out of you, and you got my brother sent to GDC. Randy got an angry look in his eye. Oh no, I don't go for even. I go for winning. You may have kicked our asses that one day, but not today. As he said that, Randy rushed to Jeff. They both fell on the ground. Randy punched Jeff in the nose, and Jeff grabbed him by the ears and head-butting him. Jeff pushed Randy off of him, and both rose to their feet. Kids were screaming and parents running out of the house.